Hello folks, Saroj here, your guide to the generations. Today we'll take a journey through time, exploring the different generations that have shaped our world. The early 20th century to the present day, each generation has left its indelible mark on history. We'll start the greatest generation and move on to the silent generation, then we'll dive into the baby boomers and X. Our journey will continue with the millennials and Generation Z. And finally, we'll look at our present-day youngsters, Generation Alpha. So buckle up as we dive into the defining characteristics of each generation. First up, we have the greatest generation, those born between 1901 and 1927. This generation is marked by their remarkable resilience and fortitude. Growing up, they witnessed the world change dramatically. They were children during World War I, came of age during the Roaring '20s, and then faced the harsh realities of the Great Depression. Their experiences during these times of economic hardship and global conflict were formative and had a profound impact on their values and attitudes. They are often characterized by their strong work ethic, frugality, and a sense of personal responsibility. They knew what it meant to make sacrifices and to work hard for what they had. But their experiences also shaped their outlook on the world. The greatest generation is known for their patriotism, respect for authority, and a sense of duty to their community and country. They believed in the American dream and worked tirelessly to build a better future for themselves and their families, and, let's not forget, they were the generation that fought and won World War II. Their courage and determination in the face of such a monumental conflict is a testament to their character. They were indeed a generation of heroes. Their resilience and determination set the stage for the generations that followed. So, as we move on to explore the subsequent generations, let's keep in mind the legacy of the greatest generation, and how their experiences and values have shaped the world we live in today. Next, we have the silent generation, born between 1928 and 1945. Born amid the Great Depression and maturing during World War II, this generation was shaped by a time of economic hardship and global conflict. They grew up in a world that was rapidly changing, and they adapted. They were the ones who saw the dawn of post-war prosperity and all the opportunities it brought. But it wasn't just economic growth that marked their era. The silent generation also lived through the civil rights movement, a time of monumental social change. This generation experienced the struggle for equality firsthand, and it shaped their views on society and work. They valued hard work, discipline, and commitment, traits that were a direct response to the challenges they faced. The silent generation was a generation of survivors, adapting to the world as it changed around them, and their legacy is one of resilience and perseverance. The silent generation witnessed a time of great change, paving the way for the baby boomers. Now let's shift our focus to the baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1964. This era was marked by significant events that shaped the identity of this generation. The Vietnam War, for instance, was a defining experience for many baby boomers. This tumultuous period led to a heightened sense of political and social consciousness. Moreover, the social and cultural revolutions of the 1960s had a profound impact on their worldview. The fight for civil rights, the feminist movement, and the sexual revolution were monumental shifts that influenced their attitudes towards equality, freedom, and individuality. Baby boomers also saw massive economic growth and technological advancements, fostering a strong work ethic and a belief in the American dream. They were the first generation to grow up expecting the world to improve with time. Baby boomers, the generation of change and prosperity, made way for Generation X. Next in line, Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980. This generation was the first to grow up with computers in their homes, witnessing firsthand the rise of the internet. They were also the generation that experienced the end of the Cold War, a period filled with tension and uncertainty, which led to their pragmatic and independent nature. Unlike the baby boomers, who were driven by career progress, Generation X leaned towards work-life balance. They valued flexibility, autonomy, and family time. This desire for equilibrium was a significant shift from previous generations and has greatly influenced today's workplace culture. Generation X also saw the introduction of immense societal changes, such as more dual-income families and a rise in divorce rates. This, coupled with economic and political turbulence, shaped their outlook on society and caused them to be more skeptical and less optimistic than their parents. Generation X, the generation of balance and transition, set the stage for the millennials. Moving on, we have the millennials, born between 1981 and 1996. This generation is a fascinating mix of idealism and practicality. They grew up in an era marked by significant global events such as the 9/11 attacks and the Great Recession. These events, along with the rise of the internet and social media, have greatly influenced their perspectives. Millennials, unlike the previous generations, have been shaped by technology. They have seen the world evolve from dial-up internet to high-speed connectivity, from bulky desktops to sleek smartphones. This has led to a generation that is digitally fluent and values connectivity. Their experiences with economic uncertainty have made them pragmatic yet ambitious. They are more likely to question authority, seek work-life balance and value experiences over material possessions. Despite the challenges they faced, millennials have an optimistic outlook on life. They are known for their resilience, adaptability, and their desire to make a positive impact on society. Millennials, the generation of technological revolution, paved the way for Generation Z. Next up, Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012. This generation is unique in many ways, primarily as the first to grow up with social media at their fingertips. This constant connectivity has not only shaped their social interactions but also their outlook on the world. They've seen the power of their voices in real time, influencing societal norms and sparking change. This has led to a generation that values authenticity and transparency, both in their personal lives and from the institutions around them. Generation Z's formative years have also been marked by the COVID-19 pandemic, an event that has indelibly shaped their attitudes towards work and society. They've seen the world adapt to remote work, reinforcing their belief in the potential of technology to shape a more flexible and equitable working environment. Generation Z, the digital natives, are making way for Generation Alpha. Last but not least, Generation Alpha, born in the early 2010s through 2025. As the most recent generation to be born, these children have been born into a world of advanced technology, global crises, and rapid change. From the moment they open their eyes, they are immersed in a digital environment. More than any previous generation, the Alphas are native to the world of tablets, smart devices, and artificial intelligence. This early exposure to technology is expected to shape their cognitive skills, making them quicker to adapt to new technological advancements. However, the early years of Generation Alpha have also been marked by global crises, including the COVID-19 pandemic and heightened awareness of climate change. These experiences are likely to shape their views on society and work, fostering a generation that is socially conscious, empathetic, and adaptable. While it's too early to predict exactly how these experiences will play out as Generation Alpha matures, one thing is certain. They are growing up in a world that is more interconnected and more technologically advanced than any other generation before them. This will undoubtedly influence their approach to problem solving, their work ethic, and their worldview. We can expect Generation Alpha to be innovative, socially conscious, and technologically skilled. These attributes, combined with their unique experiences, are likely to make them a powerful force for change in the future. Generation Alpha, the generation of the future, will continue to shape our world in ways we can only imagine. So there you have it, a whistle-stop tour of the generations. Journeyed through the 20th century and into the 21st, meeting the greatest generation, born between 1901 and 1927, who endured the Great Depression and World War II. We've encountered the silent generation, born between 1928 and 1945, known for their strong sense of conformity and respect for authority. Explored the era of the baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1964, a generation marked by optimism, exploration, and achievement. We've looked at Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980, often referred to as the latchkey generation. We've delved into the lives of the millennials, born between 1981 and 1996, digitally savvy and value-driven. We've met Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012, true digital natives. And finally, we've glimpsed into the future with Generation Alpha, the children of the new millennium. As we see, each generation leaves its unique imprint on the world, shaping and being shaped by the times. Until next time, this is Saroj signing off.